WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Demon's out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for Memphis, Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Jaren Jackson. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And that one drops for him.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And Aldama has it in the corner. Wells the bounce pass. Morant outside. That 3 off the mark. Porter looking it over. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And the rejection by Jackson. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside, Porter. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Wells. Buries it from three-point range.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
Claxton a screen on Morant. Demon, and he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And the first one at the line is good. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
He's off on the second.
He got the big one to tie it up, but really wanted to put them in front.
Claxton a screen on Morant. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Now Porter launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the right side. Now here's Wells, guarded by Porter. Morant kicks to Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. On the wing, Brooklyn with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season. Pass to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
He's off on the first.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant looking around. Pass to Aldama. No good there.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Lets a floater go. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got 5.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
Now here's Wells. Defense right on him. Takes a step back. Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Claxton. He has yet to score. Nets passing it around. Pass to Man. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Aldama. Now here's Wells. Defended by Man. Now here's Morant. D right on him. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
And so it's Memphis with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Aldama. Right wing. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
Here's Clowney. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Claxton with the steal. Pass to Demon. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Morant. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Clowney. Last game he had 12. Porter, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jackson with the screen. There's the 3. The rebound by Demon.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Porter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And if if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Got Jock Landale. Williams is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Prosper in at the 4. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Traore. Pull from the top of the key. Landale grabs the miss. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Here's Prosper. Misses the 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And he can't hit the second. Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league. You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
Down low. Here's Landale. Brooklyn with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. Here's Clowney. Off target with his 3. Morant against Thomas. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Morant against Thomas. In the corner, it's Landale. Morant, that's for 2. And again, Memphis, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Outside, Porter. The kick out to Williams. It's over Morant. Williams' shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Landale. From deep. It's good from long range.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Thomas against Morant. Now Thomas. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Morant outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Man passes to Williams. From deep, Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis moving that ball around, and Wells launches it from deep. No good. That would have tied it. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Man. It's Thomas on the wing. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. For Memphis, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Porter against Williams. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Some changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Jock Landale. And Santi Aldama's subbed in for Williams. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Demon comes in for Cameron Thomas. Here's Demon. Guarded by Morant. Claxton with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. getting in the passing lanes.
Brooklyn trailing. So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Jackson. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City. He doesn't hit that one. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Porter in the corner. To the wing on the left. Off to Demon. 4 on the clock. Over Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Finished off by Morant.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
Man with it. Fires from way outside. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis up in front as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome to our 2K Sports studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq,
That's how they're going to do it, by being more active and more physical than the other team.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
They have a long stretch away from the friendly confines. We'll see what they're made of. I will say, though, beating a team in their own house, sending those fans home upset, oh, I miss that feeling. Man, me too.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Nick Claxton.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Terrence Mann is out there with Demon. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. It's the Nets now, following the miss by John Morant. Porter outside, bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got the first basket of the third quarter for Brooklyn.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Back to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. There's a screen by Aldama. Morant passes to Aldama.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
Morant downhill. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. Pass to Clowney. Outside, Porter. Inside. Here's Demon. Guarded by Morant. Here's Mann, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closer. The rebound by Demon. Demon's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and a wide open look for Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Shoots from 14. Here's Jackson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, there's the length and instinct of Jackson Jr. coming into play right on top of that miss.
Memphis shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That one misses from Jackson. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Now here's Porter. 11 points in the game.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Pass to Wells to the inside. Here's Jackson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Demon. Guarded by Morant. It's Porter outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Clowney. Drills the three-pointer. Clowney's got 5 points so far.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Claxton.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Thomas is checked in. Wells passes to Spencer. For three. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Personal foul. Nets leading by 5. Pass to Clowney. Now here's Thomas. Man in the corner. To the paint. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Pass to Spencer. To the middle. Jackson misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Shot from the wing. Claxton the pass to man. It's Thomas outside. And Spencer pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Aldama. Banked in off the glass. Aldama's got 4 points this quarter.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Back to you, Kevin.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much. Checked in for Santi Aldama. The Nets making a switch here. Right side, Thomas. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:35 left to play in the third. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 5. Shot from free throw range. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Pass to Spencer. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's man. 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Yes, that goes in. Demons got 6.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Jackson. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Wolf. Down low. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And yes, it's good. 8 points for him.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
To the middle, stolen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Igor Demon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The three. And it's nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial three there. They've cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Brooklyn. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Williams. He's out there with John Landale. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Morant. And it's Spencer in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Thomas against Morant to the left side wing. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Pass to Thomas. Puts up a 3, sinks the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 4.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Williams, a screen on Thomas. Here's Spencer. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Thomas. Shoots over Morant. Thomas, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Landale. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Porter. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Traore. Pass to Thomas. Porter in the corner. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Porter's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Brooklyn leading by 3. And Thomas has it in the corner. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams passes to Claxton. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Williams.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Traore on the wing. Porter. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Lets the 3 fly. Traore can't hit. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now Morant to take the lead. Puts up the 3. Buries the deep ball.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So for the Nets, Conley's checked in. Man subbed in for Thomas.
Substitution on the court.
Brooklyn trailing. Now, man. Porter. And get the 3. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. In the center of things, Morant.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Morant. After the basket by Brooklyn. Jackson. Claxton with the rebound. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Porter. And that one is good.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now quarter of this one.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Here's Demon. Launches it. That does not go. Here's Jackson. Morant. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Now Claxton. Here's Porter. Shot clock at 6. From 11, sweet shot at the right time.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
It's Morant. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson outside. Down it goes for three.
Absolutely no problem, says Jaren Jackson Jr. He was ready to shoulder the load there.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Here's Demon, guarded by Morant. Up top, Porter. There's the pick. Here's Demon. Claxton. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Jaren, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaren. Congrats on your success.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now, our player of the game, Jaren Jackson Jr.